On this episode of FHN Today TV, we'll look at a video about how a former basketball player left the sport behind to continue singing,
how a teacher at the Chapman New American Academy is using her position to create new bonds with her students,
and how women from all around the St. Louis area gathered to march for their rights.
I'm Audrey Dickherber.
And I'm Lupe Medina, and that's all happening now on FHN Today TV.
The Chapman New American Academy is a school located inside the building of Roosevelt High School in St. Louis. One teacher there, named Carrie Ritchie, has dedicated her life to helping her students. Ritchie is determined to create meaningful relationships with every student and family member in their program to make the adjustments to American life as easy as possible. Let's check out this video by Reed Pearson, Emily Hood, Fabian Schmuhel, and Sarah Zimmerman showcasing the work she does for these refugees.
She always talked to me, she always laughed at people, she always good person.
She helped me every time, every day, every classes.
When I come here, I don't want any words, just maybe yes or no. And now I'm speaker and I do everything. Yes, she helped me.
She's like mom to us, and she's care about all of us.
I just think it's essential. It's an essential part of my job to bond with my students, because there's no learning going on unless there's a connection between us as a teacher and student. It's choosing to not make an opinion. It's choosing to believe in each one of them and to see success in them, I think. We're all one family here, and that's the language that I use with them. We're a community, we're a family, we're all contributing to learning together. You know, it's like we need to stick together. I know their stories. I couldn't do it. And so my job is easy compared to what they have been through. To me, it's like if you don't know your kids, if you don't step into their lives and really get involved with them, how would you ever know what their biggest worry is and what that biggest obstacle is to keeping them from having hope and moving forward? I am one of these teachers that really believes this child was given to me and I have to move this child forward. And I don't know what's going on at home or what happened the day before they got here or even last month or what's going on when they get home. But while they're here with me, I have to meet them where they are and move them forward.
As newcomers, they find that support in her. They know they can count on her anytime they need. As a non-native speaker myself, I wish I had an ESL teacher just like Mrs. Ritchie when I was in high school.
We can do a way better job with this and helping welcome these kids and helping meet their needs so that they can come back and make our nation into a really great place. But people don't do it. They're afraid. They're afraid to kick their shoes off and eat a little dolma and be in a home sitting on the floor rather than at a table and eating with your fingers, and challenge yourself to learn to be comfortable around somebody who's very, like on the outside, kind of frightening because you don't know. But man, is our perception of people way off. I hope that they look at me and see that Americans are somewhat like Mrs. Ritchie. That's the impact I hope I leave on them. I don't want them to look at the news and think that that's what all Americans are like, right? Self-protective and cold and insensitive somewhat, right? Because I think that's sort of the mood that's out there right now. And I hope that if I wasn't able to come here even tomorrow, I'd hope that they would say, you know what, not all Americans are like that.
Drew Kilmer is a senior at FHN who is a member of Night Sound. He planned to graduate a semester early. However, he decided to stay through his senior year to pursue his music through choir. Taylor Perry and Jay Pay talked with Kilmer about his music and the impacts it has left on his life.
My name is Drew Kilmer. I'm 18 years old and I love to sing, play the piano, and learn all things music. Outside of school, I'm always practicing, working on different types of songs that could be vocal and piano. I came in really wanting to graduate early to kind of get out of the whole high school routine, but seeing the people I met in choir and seeing the opportunity I had from Miss Crane to really improve myself, I knew that it would be much more beneficial for me to stay.
I think it was very impressive how Drew took the time to rethink him graduating early. He wanted to continue staying in Night Sound and quit varsity basketball, which I thought was very impressive. Anytime Drew's in the room, you can tell there's a different energy, and he's always getting everybody to smile and laugh.
I played basketball since I was around 7 years old, and it's kind of been one of those things I played. I thought it was something that I really loved, but it was replaced by music and singing and playing the piano and all those things that I really felt deep inside for and really had a passion for. It replaced my passion for basketball 100%. I really believe that anyone can do music, and if you're passionate about it, you have to go for it and work hard.
Hey, wasn't he in Coffee House this year?
Yeah, he sang a song with Grant Argent on the guitar. What else has been happening recently?
Athletes have been working really hard this winter. Jacob Smith came in 3rd place at the state wrestling competition, and Joanna Dorman came 2nd at state for the 500-meter swim. Let's check in with Liz Wagner, who has the rest of the details on how teams finished up the winter sports season.
Thanks, guys. Recently, both the boys and girls basketball teams have traded in their gold and black for pink and white in support of a cause that hits close to home throughout the whole program. The Knights basketball program held their 10th annual Pink Out game on Friday, February 10th. This event holds a special place in the heart of many of the Howell North basketball players.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what athletes will do next year.
Me either. Hey, did you hear there was a women's march at the end of January?
No, what was that all about?
On Saturday, January 20th, women gathered on Market Street, St. Louis for the annual Women's March. They wanted to speak up for their rights as women. At the march, many gave speeches about their experiences as well as marching down the city's streets chanting for a change. Maddie Chenault and I attended the march to get a closer look at what went on.
Today, I declare that in 2018, it will be the year of the woman. The year we close the pay gap. Yes. The year we show every young girl that she can grow up and be anything she wants to be. The year we push women voter turnout through the glass ceiling. And show those who would hold us back that we stand strong, that we are united, and that we are ready to fight every step of the way. Ladies, we will no longer be silent. We will not have our power diminished, and we will hold those who try accountable each and every step of the way. Together, I hope that we can push the notion that we do not matter back under the rock where it came from. But until then, I could not be prouder to stand with each and every one of you women here today and throughout our country. In closing, repeat after me, women. I matter. I matter. We matter. We matter. It's our time. It's our time. We will march. We will march. We will act. We will act. We will vote. We will vote. And we will not be silent. And we will not be silent.
I love that women aren't afraid to stand up for what they believe in.
It's pretty cool. People are taking action all around the country to make a change. Like in response to the Florida school shooting that just happened, some students from the school are even headed to DC to speak to representatives in order to implement changes to try and prevent another mass school shooting.
Changes are being made all over the country to avoid future violence. Like here at North, we have implemented the new escort policy to put an end to fights in the halls during classes. Students are required to have an escort to be in the hallways during class. Although this policy may seem extreme, administrators expect to see positive change for the school's environment in the long run.
And that'll conclude this month's podcast. Make sure to follow us on social media at FHNtoday and visit FHNtoday.com for more content.
Stay happy, FHN. Life is too short. That's awesome. I can't wait to see what athletes will do next year.
What was that?
Shh. Changes are being made all over the country to avoid future